Hello, can you hear us? Hello, can you hear us?
Of what you were saying? What? Okay.
Okay, yeah. So everybody can hear me, right? We're good. I muted myself again, so I should be back now. But apologies. Can you hear the Professor Layton music? Probably not, huh?
Not me either.
You can't hear it either.
I can't hear the game, but Kendall said that he can't hear anybody. I think.
I think it's because my headphone is plugged into a headphone splitter, and that's a different output than this setup had last.
Okay.
Let me try changing that. Because, yeah, Lauren's audio comes out through my headphones, and that's what I have Streamlabs trying to get. Okay, can you say something, Lauren?
Hello, Leadman.
Okay. I mean, the audio levels are showing up for me when you talk. It's just quiet.
Okay.
Can you boost your microphone at all?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
How does one do that?
Yeah, it's like 10% the volume it should be. Hold on.
Did that do anything? Yes.
It sounds the same to me. How does it sound on stream?
I don't know how to work technology.
I mean, I have everything maximized on my end. I don't know what else to do.
Here, hang on. Is it better now?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's it. I'm talking into the wrong side of the microphone.
That would help. Is that better for you guys on stream? Hopefully so. It made a big difference for me. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, good. Sorry about that, everybody.
My B, I don't know what I'm doing. I am not a professional.
That's okay. There was also stuff wrong on my end, so we had to figure out my stuff in order to figure out your stuff. Anywho, hello. We are going to go back into Professor Layton. There were kidnappings and crazy shit happening last time.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna make ourselves look dumber than I thought I was.
Foolish. It feels humbling.
Every time I'm like, we got this. I'll just like think things through really slowly and carefully, and we won't make a mistake. And we do every time.
We surely do. Or we think too hard about really simple ones.
It's one or the other. Okay. I love these little recaps. It's so nice.
Yeah.
After witnessing Ramon's abduction before their very eyes, Luke and Professor Layton are shocked to see him return to Reinhold Manor on his own.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
he just showed back up at the end and was like, well, what's the
Yeah.
matter? I don't see why you're worried.
He was super dead.
Mm-hmm. Or at least unconscious.
Yeah.
If you really want to understand St. Mystere, you'll need to search the village thoroughly. Good luck, fellows. You'll need it. Meet Kelmy at the manor. Okay. I guess let's just head to the manor then. Talk to people on the way. Hey, Professor. Looking busy as usual, yep. Oh, I've got this puzzle I just can't figure out on my own here. Can you lend me your thinking cap? Why, yes, we can. Below are 6 linked rings. They may look like a tangled mess, but there is one ring that, if cut away, would leave the remaining 5 rings connected end to end to end in a long chain. Which one must you cut in order to make the chain?
Oh gosh. Okay.
I think it's B.
See, that's my first thought too, but so it needs to be one that's connected to all of them, and then the rest of them aren't connected to each other.
Yeah. I think if you cut B, C.
C would still be connected, and E and F would be connected. But if you cut E, then it's the same with B, A, and D.
If you get rid of E, then you have F to C to B, and then but A and D are both attached to B. I only cut one. Wait. Wait.
Huh.
If F and C are not connected.
Yeah. They don't, it doesn't look like they are.
So if we were to cut B,
You said B?
I think it's B or E.
If you cut out,
Or maybe
it's got to be B then, because C would fall to the left of F. Or no, it wouldn't. They would both, they're still both connected to E.
But only to E.
So what if you took out? No, because they're both of them are connected to more than one, so I don't.
Okay. If we have F, the only one that F is connected to is E.
So that stands to reason you need to keep E.
I'm wondering if it's F and then E. E is connected to D.
It's not connected to B.
Mm-mm. And then
It is connected to C.
A is connected to D and B. So
He got rid of C.
yeah, if you get rid of C, I think you could swing B around to this side of A, so it would be B, A, D, E, F.
But B is also connected to D.
It is, isn't it? If you got rid of
D. I think you gotta get rid of D.
because then it would be A.
D to F to C to B to A. But C is also connected to E. Fuck.
If you get rid of D, you would have A connected to so A is connected to D and B.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be A, B. B is connected to A, D. B and E are not connected. So if B and E are not connected,
Them should go, or they will fall apart if you do one of the end.
yeah, so since C is only connected to B and E, right? And B and E aren't connected. So if you were to take out E,
A still connected to B and D. Which I guess is okay. Hang on.
into
It needs to be connected to B and D. But D is also connected to B. That's the problem.
yeah, those three can't all be connected to each other. I think one of those three has to go. If you take out E, F becomes totally unlinked to everything. So I don't think it can be E.
So it's got to be B.
So if you take out B, A will be connected to D, which is then connected to E.
Which is connected to F and C. But C isn't connected to F. No, but that doesn't matter. Because it's not like one will be in the middle. This one hurts me. My brain.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna have to write this out in more of a visual way, I think. A is definitely connected to B. And A is definitely connected to D. B is connected to A. It's connected to D. It's not connected to E. And it's connected to C. C is connected to F and E. D is connected to A and B and E, right? And then E is connected to C, F, and D. So if we were to remove, I think we've ruled out E, right? Because if we take out E,
And F has no one.
F's not connected to anything. So C is only connected to E. So if we did the chain of F to E to C,
Then you would have to go to B.
it would have to go to B, F, E, C, B, and then you take out D and you have A, right?
Okay.
F's connected
Yeah.
to E.
Because C and F aren't connected. And B and E aren't connected.
I think
Think
it's
you
D.
did it.
I think it's D. Oh god.
Here's my answer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The key to success.
Very nice.
Yeah. That was visually, I usually am better at puzzles, but that was a hard visual puzzle.
It was.
So that's how you do it. Yeah, I can finally rest at night. This thing was bugging me for days. Let me tell you something neat. And by neat, I mean really terrifying. The thing is that I've actually seen that old man with the big sack coming out of that tower up north. I bet you dollars to donuts that he's the one behind all of these disappearances. I wonder what he does up there. Wait, no, I don't even want to think about it. It's just too scary. Books, Layton.
He's a book man.
Okay, what do you got to say, kiddo?
Little child.
Still no luck finding the villain? What an odd world we live in. Well, you know what they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Speaking of
Yeah.
fiction, I just thought up this little gem. Please give me your honest feedback on it. I get like Angus MacDonald vibes from
Yeah.
this child.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. Oh, I miss that character.
I love Angus so much. Several rectangular sheets of transparent film are arranged on top of each other as shown. The lines represent areas where one sheet overlaps with another. Okay. At the thickest point of this pile, how many sheets are overlapping? Ugh.
Yeah. Okay, let me read that again.
It's just where, like, what single square, I guess, or section has the most sheets of paper on top of it.
Underneath it.
So like it's gonna be somewhere like in here. So this one would have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Four.
Just 4.
Or
This one would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Well,
what? That other square on the right.
this one
That one.
would have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
I don't see how there'd be more than that anywhere. So 5.
Was this one a 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Two.
Does this one have the same amount though? No, because it's missing this piece. Do we want to try that one?
Sure.
Let's say 5.
I think it.
Should do it.
Oh, good.
Yay!
Critical thinking
Yay.
is the key
Yeah.
to
2
success.
for 2.
Don't jinx it.
Beautiful work, but I think the puzzles I write into my next novel will be even harder than that one. If you have time, stop by later. I'm sure I'll have an utterly fascinating puzzle prepared for you by then.
Write that into a novel, sir?
Found a strange gizmo. All right. Any more bits for me? Okay. To the manor. What's that on the ground? Looks like a scrap of notepaper. What's it say? Well, let's see here. It's just terrible. Lady Violet has an awful case of the flu and hasn't left her bed for days. I'm no doctor, so I can't think of any way to help her. Oh, what to do, what to do. Lady Violet? Oh, this journal must be talking about Baron Reinhold's first wife.
No.
My heart is heavy as I write these words. The loss of his wife has completely crushed the boss. If only there was something I could do to help. He walks around looking like he had the wind knocked out of him. And that's the end. Okay. Whoever wrote this must have cared an awful lot for the Baron and his family. I mean, maybe the butler or something?
The Baron is dead, right? It's
I
just
believe
his
so.
wife. Yeah.
I think. Hey there, Professor. I bet you're here to solve my puzzle. I'm right, aren't I? Yeah, of course I'm right. Okay. All right. 2 boys are playing a game in which the goal is to take the longest route possible from point A to point B,
Okay.
as shown on the map below. The only rule is that no section of road can be traversed more than once. What course should they take in order to cover the longest distance possible?
It looks like those carpets with the.
Yes, with the cities on them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they could go here. Could go all the way like that and then, like, come back.
But you'd have to.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Back there sometime.
something like that, maybe? I don't-
Seems pretty good because you'd have to ziggy zag it.
So that one we went top left and then made our way to the bottom right and then went up. We went.
Ooh.
This feels longer.
How to tell?
Yeah,
Goodness.
I know. I'm not sure how to.
It does look longer though, but I don't really know.
Yeah, how are you supposed to tell? What if you went like.
Seems long too. These all seem long.
Just throw one at it. Nope.
Oh, how
Does it-
embarrassing.
Says nothing. Says go on the roads. I'm like, obviously yes.
Are you allowed to like. No, I guess that wouldn't even come up.
Yeah. Okay, and then go down and around and back up. That seems
That's
promising.
I should have taken a picture of the one that we did.
Yeah, I don't. This is not my favorite puzzle because,
It's just hard to like.
yeah, visualize.
I think when we did it, I went like this or something like that. So we have basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sections not used. That's how I'm trying to break it up. So like as if these were squares.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
I can't imagine we'll use that many more.
I know. I don't really know. Because that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Also 12. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I count that differently? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe I did. No idea where you're at. Has there been any earth-shattering story revelations yet? No, not tonight. We we haven't advanced the story yet. We're just making our way back to the manor. I feel like maybe one route will only leave us with like we'll use up 13.
Yeah.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's still 12. Maybe the first one we did had less.
That should do it.
Nope.
Mm,
Oh.
There's got to be some variation.
It has it breaking up. Did you see that example? It broke up the little side into one and then the long ones into two. Like if you look at it vertically. Like the top two are one and then the long ones are two. So I guess horizontally it's two and vertically it's one.
So that would be 2, right? And then this is 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I was counting how many sections we used.
Okay.
Like if you broke the rectangles in half,
Yeah.
it counts as a section. So that would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Still 12. I don't know. That's 13, so it's worse. It's still 12. I don't understand. How is there one with 13? How?
There must only be one.
Four, five, six, seven. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go all the way and then start heading down. So what I just did. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. That still seems like 12 to me. Try making an S in the middle.
11.
What about 11?
Whatever you had last time. I only got 11, but I might have counted it wrong.
That.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's got to be the longest. We're not going to get anything better than that. Please tell me. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bang up job there, Professor. Even that puzzle didn't phase you, huh? Of course not. You're a pro. Yep, you're a real piece of work, Professor. You know that? Of course you do. You're a scholar after all. Painting scrap? Okay. Do we get any coins? Okay. To the manor. Hello, cat. Okay. I forget who Kelmy is, but I think he's the detective. Are you trying to poison me? What? What are these vile things? You oaf, some butler you are. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I detest sweets. The very sight of them turns my stomach. Get that plate out of here at once. This guy's a dick, though. Oh, yes, but of course. Ah, Layton, there you are. You requested our presence, Inspector Kelmy? My sources tell me you've been out snooping about and interfering in my case. Just what are you up to? It certainly wasn't my intention to interfere in your case. However, a few things don't make sense. Leave the investigation to the police and go chase after that golden apple or whatever it is. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. I'll find Simon's killer. Of that you can be sure. Now, unless you have something else to say, I've got work to do here. Understood. Good day, sir. I love how Layton is just a kill him with kindness. Like, okay, yeah, sure thing.
For sure.
That inspector
And
has
this
some
kid
nerve.
gets so angry on his behalf.
I know. This would be me. I'd be like, are you kidding me? Like I said before, I don't like him one bit. What do you say we go ask Ramon about yesterday, Luke? He's just like, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm just going to be nice about saying that I'm not. I always feel like there's going to be more hidden coins in here than there are. Now, I forget where Ramon is going to be because he wasn't at the boat. Well, if it isn't Claudia out and about. And that reminds me of a puzzle. Give it a try. Okay. Weighing cats. There are 3 different colors of plush cats before you. The color of a cat denotes its weight. Examples 1 and 2 show their relative weights. Okay. You have 3 red cats and 4 black cats loaded on one side of the scale. On the other side of the scale, there are 4 white cats and 1 black cat. Given this setup, will the scale tip left, tip right, or stay level? Tap your answer on the touchscreen.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So,
This seems like a formula that you would write out on paper.
yeah, I feel like you have to kind of come to a, like if we said like
4W equals 5B.
yeah, let's try that. Or maybe even say white is 1, B 2, B 5. That wouldn't work. This is 2. This is Okay, so that combination would work. Would it work the same over here? No. For this one, wouldn't it just be the lowest common denominator of 4 and 5?
Do you
Like the lowest possible number where 4 and 5, what multiple of 4 and a multiple of 5 equal the same thing?
sure?
So that would be 20?
20. Yeah.
So that would mean that the whites are 5 and the blacks are 4. And if the whites are 5 and the blacks are 4, this is 8 plus 5, which is 13, which wouldn't work here.
Yeah. I don't see the reasoning.
You don't see my reasoning?
Mm-mm.
Like
Why would those be 4 and 5?
if whites are worth 5, this would be 20, and if blacks are 4, this would be 20, which would make it even.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
And then using that formula over here, you would have 4, 4, and 5, which puts us at 13, but 13 is not divisible by 3, is my
I
logic.
see.
So what's the next lowest common denominator between 4 and 5? There's 40? 25, 30, 35. Yeah, I think it's 40. Which would be white is 10,
I
black.
mean, it also needs to be divisible by 3. Maybe.
So this would be 16, 26, which is not divisible by 3.
She can't just keep going up. That's so much.
There's got to be something.
I don't know. I think it'll tip right. It's just basing that off of nothing. Gut feeling.
That's 6, and that would be. Oh man, I mean, I know there's a way to figure this out mathematically, but basically, blacks are worth 1 less than white. And reds are worth the same as 2 blacks and a white. So they could be worth the same.
I was ruling that out in my head, but that's not necessarily the case. So if whites are worth 1, blacks are worth 2. There is a way to do it without math. I mean, I have to remind myself this is a kid's game and that there is like a logical way to usually solve these puzzles without math. Like we tried to do that, like overthink the one with the cells that split.
Oh, yeah.
And there was such a simple solution to that one. So that's why I keep like trying to take a step back and look at this. No, I don't want to hint yet. If 3 reds are worth the same as 2 blacks and a white. Okay, so over here we have red, 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 and then 4 blacks. And over here we have a black and 4 whites. If 3 reds is worth the same as 2 blacks and a white, we can get rid of all of these. We know that black is worth 1 less than white. So I'm trying to use this to negate what's up here. Do you know what I mean? So like if we know 3 reds equals 1 white, 2 blacks, right? We can take these 3 reds off and 1 white, and then I'm just trying to figure out if we should just
like a half of one.
Right.
In which case the left would go down. No.
I'm kind of wondering if they would be even because because the 4 blacks would potentially be equal to 3.5 whites. If I'm thinking about that correctly, but I don't think I am. There's 1 white.
That call is coming in, Hannah. I'm gonna go.
Okay. Lauren
for
was
like
expecting
5
a call.
minutes.
Yeah. So.
I hope you have figured it out.
We'll see. I'll think about it. I'll think about it, and hopefully, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, if we broke those into halves, basically. All right, I really don't want to be here when Lauren comes back, so give me the slightest of slight hints that you can give me. And I will continue trying to look at it. Right. Like I feel like my brain is just like, just do the math. But I'm trying to like think about it in the like simpler visual way because I know I can do the math. That's not the puzzle. the, the puzzle is trying to figure out logically how to do it without having to look at math. So if we have these 4 whites over here, we would need 5 blacks over here in order for it to just be even. So if we take away these 3 reds and then 1 white, 1 black, like I don't think 4 blacks is going to be equal to, I think it's going to weigh less than these white ones. Hi Brave, welcome, welcome. Lauren is streaming with us tonight as well if you're just arriving, but she had to take a phone call, so she will be right back. I think it will tip right, just looking at it. We're doing a fun how much do cats weigh puzzle. And I know you can solve this mathematically, so we're trying to not solve it mathematically and solve it in the way that the video game wants a potential child to solve it. I'm trying to channel my inner 10-year-old. I don't know how to word it. Okay, we'll just take the first hint, which usually doesn't give anything away. So use the results of examples 1 and 2 to simplify the relative weight of the groups of cats being weighed. You look closely to find an accurate equivalent. I mean, yes, I understand that C1. Once again, hint 1, never useful because I know how logic puzzles work. So I think I just need to. So if we've got 3 red cats is equal to 2 black cats, 1 white cat. 2 black cats, 1 white cat. It means if we have 2 black cats and 1 white cat, so this is equal to 1 or 3 reds. Try swapping things. try swapping like in the top one, the top scales. I guess if you know that like 5 blacks and 4 whites are equal. So like if you moved the black over here and you have the 4 whites and the blacks, then it would be totally equal. So then you just have to think about where the reds are, like how much weight they're adding. So if you were to take away the 3 reds, 1 black, 1 white. My brain. Maybe this was a bad game decision tonight. I just don't feel sharp enough. Visually swapping the colors. Oh, you're saying like make this 2 blacks and a white up here? So instead it would be 6 blacks and a white. And then 4 whites and a black. All right, so will it go left or right? So 4 whites are equal to 5 blacks. So so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would go left. Lauren will be delighted. Once you realize how you need to look at things, it's not a terribly difficult problem now, is it? Okay. Coins for me? No, maybe so. Okay. I kind of just want to putz around until Lauren gets back. I don't think we're going to have anywhere near all of our painting pieces. Avery, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the game that reminded you of the LSATs logic questions.
I'm back.
Hello.
I just fell. I'm okay.
Oh no. I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you. Spastic. Okay, so you figured it out?
Yes, I did. I finally got there.
Which was it equal?
No, it left.
Left. Okay.
So your gut was right.
I know that was my gut was wrong. I think I had said right. I don't know.
Good day, Ramon. How are you feeling today? Fit as a fiddle now, Professor. Perhaps even as vivacious as a violin. Ahoo-hoo-hoo. That awful fatigue from last week seems like it never happened. As you can see, I'm bursting with energy and my skin is soft as a baby's. I feel like a teenager again. Is that so? That's good to hear.
What happened to you, sir?
I don't know. He has not said anything. He doesn't seem to remember what happened yesterday, does he? Yeah,
It's,
what the hell? This is...
It's Get Out.
Stop. No.
They put another brain in him.
Oh man, that would be wild.
That would be wild.
Yeah, so if you missed the story, we saw that man yesterday get abducted, and then today he showed up totally fine and has no memory of it and claims to be A-okay. We shall respect the inspector's wishes and leave the murder case alone, Luke. It's as Inspector Kelmy said, solving crime is the police's job. Besides, something tells me that this case and the Golden Apple are more related than we suspect. Perfectly normal village, nothing weird here. Yeah. Indeed. There's also been a murder. There's been like a straight up murder. Like we had a dead body show up at the manor. And the whole reason that we came to this village was because there's this big family secret, like, wealth that we're trying to track down, which is the mystery of the Golden Apple. First and foremost, we need to find a clue that will bring us closer to the Golden Apple. Perhaps one of Baron Reinhold's relations or close friends can help point us in the right direction. Of course, there's also someone else. Let's see if the family butler has anything to say on the subject. Indeed. Now we're looking for the Golden Apple. Officially, now we are looking for the Golden Apple.
Okay, I feel like we've changed tact many times. Go
Well,
find this cat, and then, oh wait, there's a murder.
Shit keeps happening. The fact that you had to solve a riddle to even get into the village sounds cultish, TBH. I mean, if I was going to join a cult, if you were going to convince me to join a cult,
The puzzle cult.
that's a good way to do it. Was he bludgeoned with the Golden Apple? That might be the core issue. The core issue. Brave, get out of here.
That's brave. Of course it's brave. With the puns.
Back so soon, Professor? Matthew, I was wondering if you knew anything that could point us in the direction of the Golden Apple. Anything you know would be a great help. For example, did the Baron say anything before he passed away? I'm so sorry to disappoint you, Professor, but the Master never said anything of the sort to me. I'd very much like to help you in your search, but my duties here prevent me from leaving the grounds. I mean, I guess if you're on the clock, I hope he can leave when he's not on the clock, because that sounded a little bit like I'm trapped here forever.
That's true.
If only Ingrid was around to provide some assistance. I beg your pardon, sir? Ingrid? It's been years since she left, but Ingrid used to work as a servant in the mansion. She was Flora's nurse, and she often helped me with my work.
Oh.
Matthew! Oh, she's mad. Yes, madam, I'll be right there. Please excuse me, sir. The lady calls.
You should quit, Matthew.
If you're curious about Ingrid, why not pay her a visit and talk to her yourself? Let's see. At this time of day, I imagine she's out walking around by the general store. I love how your cartoon faces talk. Thank you. It's fun to...
Thank Kendall.
Maybe Ingrid is just very Ingridful. Oh my gosh. Brave. That was a bad one.
I didn't get that one.
Like, I think he meant ungrateful, like Ingridful, but it was a stretch. Yeah. Do me a favor and tell her that Matthew sends his regards. Certainly, I'll be sure to pass on your message. Thank you for all your help, Matthew. Isn't Ingrid that sweet old lady we passed by before? Oh, indeed, we saw her in that picture of young Flora.
The nose.
Come, Luke, let's find the old girl. Off we go, then. The general store is just outside the mansion, right? We'll be there in no time. You say that, but... we got puzzles to solve on the way. You know we do. I feel like we don't go anywhere. Ah, no, here she is.
Hey.
Oh, goodness me, if it isn't Mr. Layabout, was it? All right. The name's Layton, madam. That's right, Mr. Layton. What can I do for you, sir? Earlier, we were talking with the butler at Reinhold Manor, and he mentioned you used to work there. We'd very much like to hear anything you might know about the Baron.
That would be so much.
Heavens me, you want to hear about the Baron? I'm afraid the only stories I have are from when I worked at the manor, and that was ages ago.
I mean, he's dead now, so yeah.
Yeah, that would be ideal, madam. Would you mind telling us one? All right, well, I suppose I could tell you a bit about the Baron and his wife. After you solve this puzzle? No, I thought it was coming. The way Master Reinhold and his wife would carry on, they almost seemed to be like children. You'd never see a man so in love as Master Reinhold was. When she passed away, Flora was all the Baron had to remember her by. So he raised that little girl with all the love a child could want. The things he'd bring home for her, toys from all over the world, and teddy bears as big as yourself. He was in high spirits in those days. He really wanted to give her 2 parents' worth of affection. So where has Flora gone? Also, it looks like she's just hovering in the air next to us.
And she's still like so much shorter than him.
Your guess is as good as mine, sir. I have no clue where that girl went. She left the mansion well after I stopped working for the Reinholds. Some say Lady Dahlia put Flora on the street to keep the family riches to herself, but that's nonsense. She's a witch! After all, the Baron cared about Flora so much, I can't imagine that he'd allow something like that. You know, you just reminded me. The grave of the Baron's late wife is located in the manor garden. I wonder who takes care of it now. The Baron's former wife is buried in the garden? Thank you, madam. You've been extremely helpful. Luke, let's head back to the manor. I have a hunch that that grave might hold the clue we've been looking for. Do you have another puzzle for us? She's still just hovering here. Lady Dahlia sure is gorgeous, ain't she? Yep, sure is. What a dish. What a doll. What a honey. Gals like that are pretty rare, I tell you. Yep, yep. Okay, goodbye.
Okay.
Hello? I guess. Oh, look, it's Matthew. Good day, Professor. Were you able to track down Ingrid?
Oh.
Yeah. Wow. Yes, we did. In fact, we were just speaking with her. I mean no disrespect, but she said the grave of the Baron's late wife lies on these grounds. Do you have any knowledge of this? Lady Violet's grave, sir? I was just about to visit it myself. Would you mind if we came along to take a look? Not in the slightest. Right this way. Here's the entrance, sirs. Please watch your step on the way in. This is Lady Violet's grave. Gosh, this place is really nice. It's not creepy at all. I was gonna say, as far as like tombs go,
Yeah. It's still kind of creepy.
This is
in like a weeping angels kind of way.
Yeah. The late Baron, rest his soul, told me to keep this place in proper order, and I have tried to do so. Here sleeps Violet, my one true love. The statue looks so much like Lady Dahlia, it's hard to believe it's someone else. That is the creepy factor, is that his new wife looks just like his old one.
Yeah.
There's something fishy with that, and I don't like it. It's also, I'm just realizing, another example of like doppelgangers. And I'm wondering if Ramon was like doppelgangered, you know? Like if he was like duplicated.
Ooh, that's a good theory.
It makes me wonder. Back when Flora was just a tiny little thing, Lady Violet used to take her to the park in town. Some of the flowers in the garden grew from the ones Flora planted here for her mother. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the Baron's journal. It should still be on the desk in Madame's room. It's possible that it might contain some information that could aid your search for the golden apple. My thanks, Matthew. I'll be sure to give it a once over later. Now then, Luke, we'd best head back to Reinhold Manor. Aliens! I'm getting Vampire Diaries, Stefan creepy vibes. Yeah, I don't know what is going on.
Thinking like supernatural because how could it not be?
Right, like there's something. What is it? In Dahlia's room. Okay, well, that might be easier said than done.
This is her.
This must be the journal that Matthew spoke of. I have to admit, he seems to know where everything in the manor is. There's something about reading someone else's journal that just doesn't seem proper to me yet. However, the investigation must continue, so... The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Violet when she was alive. What do you suppose it refers to? I mean, seems like her, grave statue. Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by dear Violet's grave than anywhere else. I'm sad to say, I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed its memory. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Violet, there can never be another you. You are my first, my last, and my only. Changed? Its memory? I'm not sure what the Baron means, but this is clearly vital information here. I collapsed some days ago and have been bedridden ever since. I feel as if I have failed Flora as a father. I can only hope that when I am gone, the people of the village look after Flora and care for her as I did. He must have been terribly ill. It seems I am not long for this world, and the time has come for me to say goodbye to my little Flora. I've left everything in Bruno's care now. Flora, I pray you find happiness in this life. I've disclosed the location of the secret place in a note that I've left with an old friend. It is my most fervent hope that the seeker of the golden apple finds it and grants my dearest wish. Professor? Baron Reinhold's old friend? We must seek out this person, Luke. But Professor, how can we possibly find that person with nothing but this journal to go on? It's like I always say, Luke, any good investigation starts on the street. We'll just have to ask everyone in town about the matter. What?
We even be able to look in this room. Like the police are investigating a murder.
Right, yeah, the grumpy detective, I feel like that I'm kind of surprised we were allowed to access her room, that she or him, the detective, didn't get in the way. I mean, of course, you're absolutely right, Professor. Let's get to it. Of course, any good investigation also needs direction. Let's start out by asking Ingrid a few questions. She seems to know a great deal about Baron Reinhold. True. Okay. Hello, everyone. Oh, Professor, you just simply have to help me. I've got another puzzle on my hands I just can't solve. As a man of the world, you know there's nothing women find more alluring than competence.
True.
Counting on you, sir. Don't doom me to an eternal bachelorhood. The cross shape on the pinboard below has 9 pins inside it and 16 outside it. Remember that example now because it's your turn to construct a shape on the board. Can you create a cross that has 17 pins inside it and 16 outside it?
Cool.
Feel free to make any size cross you like. Wait, what?
How would it have the same number of pins outside, but a different number of pins inside?
Nine pins inside it and 16 outside it.
But we need to make one that still has 16 outside it, but has 17 inside it.
Feel free to make your cross any size you like.
I don't understand.
Can it be any shape? Well, I mean, I know it has to be a cross, but like, can that be like a loosey-goosey? $17 pins inside it. So
Needs to be less on the line. Somehow.
ooh, wait. My brain hurts already. Yeah. I'm wondering if we need to do it at a diagonal.
Interesting.
What does that do? That's 9 out. That's 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
It's
8,
17 in
9,
the middle.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Oh my god, you did it. Holy shit, Hannah. That was so fast.
Here's my answer. Every puzzle has an answer.
Well. Sometimes you think it's going to be a long one that we just sit there and stare at for a while, and then it'll be a seemingly simple one
Have
that we sit and stare at for forever. It's the complicated ones where we're like, oh, we solve it fairly quickly. Yeah, the variety. Okay. Oh, Professor, how fortunate that you're here at a time like this. I have a favor to ask of you. Please, madam, ask away. I'm happy to come to your aid in any way I can. Thank you, Professor. Could you solve this puzzle for me? Though I'm not feeling up to the challenge, it won't solve itself. Well, all right. How old is Mom? A father and son are having a conversation. The father turns to the son and says, "You know, son, there was a time when your old man was twice the age of your mother. Of course, the next year I was only 1.5 times her age, but still that's pretty amazing, eh? If the father is 44 years old, how old is the mother?" Well,
so if he was
it had to have been when they were little, right?
yeah, right. So if he was 4 and she was 2, and then she was 3 and he was 5, that'd be no, that wouldn't be 1.5. So
Twice the age of your mother. If she was 1 and he was 2, that would be double.
and then it'd be 2 and 3, and that would be 1.5.
Yeah. So she's 43.
43. Yeah. I'm so wait.
There we go.
Okay. So I feel like sometimes we overthink the ones like that.
For sure.
What a relief. I can finally stop thinking about that silly puzzle. You have my thanks. Luke. All right. Do you have anything to say to us, or are you just going to tell us to leave? Mr. Layton, you have some skill at solving puzzles, yes? Oh, now you want us to help you? I once cracked a case by solving a puzzle left behind on a note I found hidden at the crime scene. Let's see how you fare against it.
How is this possibly going to help you solve it? I already know it's not.
A detective who was mere days from cracking an international smuggling ring has suddenly gone missing. While inspecting his last known location, you find a note. The note appears to be nothing more than a series of numbers, but your gut instinct tells you that this note will reveal the name of the crime kingpin. Currently, there are 3 suspects in the case: Bill, John, and Todd. Can you break the detective's code and find the criminal's name? Bill is boss. He sells oil. That's what it says.
Upside down.
Yeah.
That should do it.
Okay, but how it's like they could just turn it over.
Yeah, like how are you? They could just be like, "Oh, this person writes their letters weird." They don't even see the side that looks just like numbers. Like, oh, we didn't think about that. That backfired on us. Impressive, Mr. Layton. It turns out this guy's just a dumbass. He just
He was solving international kingpin crime, though.
but he picked up a piece of paper and was like, "What are these numbers?" And it was just turns out it was an upside down note. But don't go getting any ideas. Do the smart thing and leave the detective work to me. In the meantime, you can occupy yourself by searching for the golden apple. All right. Going. All right. Gotta go talk to Ingrid. Oh, look who it is. Professor Ladle, was it? Okay. All right, Hotchkiss. Get this shit together. The name's Layton, madam. Oh, that's right, Professor Layton. All that talk about the mansion we did last time got me reminiscing, so I decided to stop by for a visit. But enough about me. By the look on your face, it seems that you have something you want to ask me. As a matter of fact, I do. Do you happen to know who Baron Reinhold considered his close friends? His friends, you say? Well, he wasn't exactly what you call a social butterfly. I'm sorry, that's really all I knew of his friends. Oh, wait a moment. I do believe I saw that Zapone fellow pay a visit to the mansion a few times. Professor, could she be referring to that man we met? Ah, yes, that gentleman with the fancy little mustache. We should ask if he knows anything. I would wager he's still hanging about the fork in the road just beyond the clock tower. I remember. Okay. Off we go. This way. Hee hee. Good afternoon, mister. Hey, I'll tell you a secret if you solve this puzzle for me. It's about a girl who is about to have her birthday. When asked about her birthday, a young woman gives the following information. The day after tomorrow, I turned 22, but I was still 19 on New Year's Day last year. When is her birthday? Okay, January 1st last year, she was 19. Now she's 21, and in 2 days she turns 22.
So it would be New Year's. It would be the
Still 19 on New Year's Day, so like the 2nd?
Second, yeah. And then, so on the 2nd, she turns 20. New Year's Day last year.
But
That would mean she'd have to skip ahead 2 years. Is it?
the day after tomorrow. So if today is the last day of the year, like today, like we're in this context, we're saying today's December 31st. So the day after tomorrow, on the 2nd, she would be turning 22. So since it's December 31st, last year on New Year's Day, she was 19, which would be correct, right?
Yeah.
I think it's the 2nd. I think it's January 2nd.
Okay.
Because it makes sense in my head. I think we're right.
Luke, here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Nice. Okay. Wow, you're smart. Okay, come close so I can tell you my secret. I heard that all the people who get kidnapped feel a little sick right before they get taken. What? I bet the monster that lives up in the tower feeds its victim super gross food before it pounces. Ooh, I bet it's like hamburger ice cream with butterscotch and mayonnaise swirl. Ugh.
Hamburger ice cream.
Maybe he just picks the weakest of the bunch to snatch. I just don't get why he needs all those people.
I feel like I immediately thought January 2nd on that puzzle, but I still don't really understand it.
No?
No. That's okay, though.
I mean, if you were to write it out, you would get it. With optional ketchup and mustard. Yeah. That cat and mouse seem to get along pretty well, don't they? Do you think so, Luke? I would have guessed the cat was tormenting that poor mouse. But if you say the two of them are friendly, I believe you. But, of course, if it has to do with animals, leave it to me. By the way, Professor, have you heard this one before? According to the diagram shown here, A equals 2, B equals 3, C equals 3, and D equals 4. So what does E equal? Well, A is touching 2. B is touching 3. C is touching 1, 2, 3. And D is touching 1, 2, 3, 4. So E would be touching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That lines up. You just
Seems
don't
right.
count the points.
Right.
That seems pretty straightforward.
That should do it.
Some of them are like
Has an answer.
so easy that I feel like I'm missing something crucial.
Right. That literally went like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
Yeah.
I was sure I'd come up with a really good puzzle, but it was still too easy, I guess. Close friends of the Baron? It's true, I had the pleasure of meeting Baron Reinhold a few times. Mr. Zappone, you didn't happen to be good friends with the Baron, did you? Me? Ah, no, I was nothing of the sort. Can you think of anyone at all who was close to Baron Reinhold? No, I didn't really know him. Well, there was that one possibility. No, wait, never mind. I'm not sure. I guess Sapone can't really tell us much of anything. Yes, I'm afraid he was no help at all. I suppose that means we're back where we started, but at least we can be sure that this close friend we're after is a resident of St. Mystere. We mustn't give up, Luke. Let's continue to ask around. Okay, I don't think we're missing anything here. Let's go this way. Professor, there's something on the ground here. You're right, it appears to be a scrap of paper. Will you check if anything's written on it? Sure thing. Let's see here. The boss complimented my latest model today.
Why is he leaving these notebook pages out and about?
I don't know. He's a good guy, and he's given me a new sense of purpose. I'm sure this is my true calling. I want to perfect my skills so I can repay the man for his generosity. This sounds a great deal like a journal entry, doesn't it? Judging by how the writer uses the term the boss, I imagine he was under the employ of the Baron. I've constructed models to fit every situation, just like the boss asked me to do. I got a smile when I see how interested he is in them. That's the end of the entry. Do you suppose the person made some sort of models for a living? Not being a member of high society myself, I've never so much as had a conversation with Baron Reinhold. Now, Sonny, as much as I'd like to keep chatting, I'm awfully tired. I think I need to go lay down. Are you feeling unwell, sir? I'm just plumb exhausted lately. It's that awful noise coming from the tower, you see. It's gotten so loud I can't sleep a wink at night. Do you know what's causing the noise? It's just a rumor, but I hear that every time that sound rips through St. Mystere, someone disappears. They say the ones who go missing are people who've been talking about feeling tired. Oh no. But those who disappear are back before you know it, so it's probably just a load of poppycock. Whenever the noise sounds, someone disappears. Interesting.
Alien abduction.
Do you think the peculiar sound has anything to do with the strange old man who abducted Ramon? I mean, yes.
Yes.
Certainly a possibility, isn't it? But why would he release his victims after going through the trouble of kidnapping them? Good question. I don't know. Hello. Forgot about you.
Right. You're just in here eating away.
Prosciutto. Yo, Professor, did you find what you were after? Never mind that, though. I've got something more important to talk about, namely chocolate. Help me solve this puzzle, and I'll tell you something I bet you'll find very interesting. Number 69. All right. You have a hankering for chocolate, so you buy a huge sheet of 30 chocolate squares. The sheet is 5 squares long by 6 squares wide. You can only break the chocolate at the lines that run between squares, and you aren't allowed to stack multiple segments on top of each other. Okay. Keeping those rules in mind, what is the fewest number of times you need to break the chocolate in order to separate each of the 30 chocolate squares? If you just break them in half, break it in half each time, right?
Yeah.
So it would be like 1, and then you can't really break these in half. Two. I feel like.
Isn't it?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Because it would be 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9 times you could for sure have it.
Right. Like once you've broken them apart, can you break the other ones apart at the same time?
I think that's what it's trying to prevent us from doing, from stacking them
Oh.
on top of each other.
Okay. So then definitely more than 9. Then wouldn't you just break them apart individually? Like if you did that, so 4 and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12. It would be 30 or 29. It would be 29. I think. I'm sticking to that answer.
Well, no, he would have to give you 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah. The US number of times you need to break the chocolate in order to separate each of the 30 chocolate squares. Only break the chocolate at the lines that run between squares. And you can't stack multiples on top of each other. And I'm presuming you can't do some cheeky bullshit like this. Right? Because, like,
I don't think so.
I don't think, I mean,
There's no way.
you can't
like,
break chocolate like that. Like, that's not how it works.
chocolate. Yeah.
So I'm going to be annoyed if the game wants us to answer like this.
I would riot. Just kidding.
Luke, here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
All right. Now it makes sense. Okay, now about that hot info, I promise. That hot goss. Give it. If you want to experience the best dining in St. Mystere, you've got to check out Crouton's restaurant. Everything he makes is yummy. Don't even get me started on the
Already been there.
stews.
That's seriously your hot gossip.
You've got to try it yourself. Layton, sure. Luke already got a painting. Yeah, that was not all that helpful, honestly. Anything for me? We love prosciutto. Yeah, I mean, his name is prosciutto. I don't understand how you can't love him. I feel like that's a really good name for like a cat.
Yes.
Ahem, you there. Yes, you. Do you mean me, good sir? Yep, you. This flower vase is yours, right? I've been keeping it nice and safe for you. Sure. Oh. Who's this?
I don't know. I hate it.
Who's this creepo? I've never seen anyone just forget something like this while shopping. You're a vase space case. Har har. I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never seen that vase before in my life. I don't. They do have very long feet. What? This fancy vase doesn't belong to you? So why'd that guy tell me to give this to you? Oh, what is this?
What guy?
I'm
I
assuming
hate
this
it.
man. What did this man look like? No. Well, my hat has a way of obscuring certain details from me. It's the worst, I tell you. Oh my god.
Maybe don't wear it.
If it obscures your vision, sir. But back to the issue at hand. The mystery man wasn't a regular around here, that's for sure. Don't sweat it, though. I'll just give it back to the guy next time I see him. So speaking of flower vases, I know a puzzle I
take
bet you'll
it?
like.
What? We need to look at the vase.
We need to. Why did he want us to have it? Is
Yeah.
necessary information. It's not a hard one or anything. All right. Yeah. We'll be the. We will determine that. It's only worth 10. Someone knocked over this fabulous vase and shattered it. Fit the pieces together and restore the vase to its original shape. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad, actually. If there's one thing Lauren and I can do, it's a jigsaw puzzle. My
Yes.
confidences are high with us and jigsaw puzzles. Okay, let's pop this in there. Can we are we
Is
supposed to have an extra
busy.
piece?
Is that the point?
I'm wondering if because it has an extra piece.
Yeah.
If
That's what we need to look at.
yeah.
Puzzle solved.
You've got a good head on your shoulders. I'm impressed. By the way, you sure you don't want to take some fresh sausage home with you? Believe me, these are some links you don't want to be missing. Okay. No, thank you. We're just fine. Too bad. Not to bust your chops or anything, but that deal was a one-time offer. Maybe you'd have said yes if you knew what was at stake. I think we're done here, Luke. I couldn't agree more, Professor. What kind of lout just throws trash on the ground? I'm going to pick it up. It's an old newspaper. Honestly, you think that everyone would know that trash goes in the trash? Wait a second. You have to come take a look at this article. Well, would you look at that? It seems to be Inspector Kelmy. Ha! Look at that. Kelmy hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Kelmy hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Kelmy celebrates each successful
my
case
gosh.
with his favorite treat, his wife's sweet potato fritters. Oh my god.
Sounds great.
Wow, who saw that one coming? He's so gruff. I never imagined he had a soft side like that. Just look at that old grump grinning over his plate of sweet potato fritters. I mean, I would be too. I knew he was fussing over nothing when he said he hated sweet speck at Reinhold Manor. That's right, Luke. He did say that. How very curious. So is he a different Inspector Kelmy? There's something going on. So is it true what I'm hearing about the two of you? Are you really running around town in search of Reinhold Fortune? That's correct, sir. Currently, we're in search of a close friend of Baron Reinhold's. We believe he has entrusted this friend with an important note. Gracious, that's quite a search you have on your hands. Oh, excuse me. My name is Archibald. Gus, I mean. The Baron and I were great friends, thick as thieves. We used to have the most amazing conversations late into the night. Do you think that perhaps I am the one you're searching for? Yes, I think so. What luck that after all this searching we should bump into you at a place like this. I have one question. Do you recall ever receiving a small note or written message from the Baron? No, I don't remember ever receiving anything of the sort from Gus. But he did give me a fine desk that once belonged to him. It's at home. Maybe it holds some kind of clue. The Baron's desk, you say? Excellent. Would you like to come over to my house and take a look at it? You are most gracious. If you'd be kind enough to allow us a look at it, we would be very grateful. I'm sure Gus wouldn't mind two fine puzzle lovers such as yourselves looking over his desk. Actually, let me impart a few pearls of wisdom on you while I've got your attention. Focusing on your case is all well and good, but if you don't solve some puzzles, you'll be sorry later.
You damn right.
So make an effort to find puzzles around town and just solve the ones you can. Take it from this old timer, it's good to stop and smell the puzzles sometimes. All right, I'll get off my high horse. Now, let's head over to my house. Follow me. This is Gus's old desk. Take all the time you need to examine it. Splendid. Luke, let's get right to it. Lovely craftsmanship. Letter appears to have been left unfinished. Books look long. Hourglass. There's nothing in here. Let's look someplace else. Gerard's empty drawers. Oh. It seems to be a note.
Map.
It may point us in the direction of the golden apple. What do you make of this X? I'm afraid I just don't know at the moment. All right, then. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just received a call for you from the innkeeper, Beatrice. It seems she's concerned about one of her lodgers, and she'd like your thoughts on the problem. Well, we'd best go help her. Thank you, Archibald. Now off to the inn we go, Luke. Not until we've clicked around this man's house. Look, Professor, there's a hidden puzzle here. Not knots. Oh boy. In front of you are 4 tangled links of rope. Mark the ones you think will form a knot when you grab them by their ends and pull them taut.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I don't think B will.
I don't think so either.
D will not either, I don't think. C might. I think maybe A and C, or maybe just C.
I think A would.
I don't think D would, because if you pull on this end, this whole loop's gonna just like slide out. I think C would. I think it's A and C.
How does this sound?
No. Okay.
I'm so embarrassed.
I'm still confident. Like if you pull on B, this whole bottom strand's Like, I don't, B will not, I don't think. D, like, I think when you pull on this, I don't think, no. So it's just, I think only one of them will.
Say 1 then.
Do you think it's A then? A or C?
I do think A will, for sure. Well, I don't know for sure, but I just feel like they'd be really tricking you if it's not more than 1, but they do that, so.
Well, here's my guess. Oh, I was sure I had it.
I think C is also it.
You think C does, it will not?
Will form a knot. Yeah. Will not, will form a knot.
It's like that Winnie the Pooh scene.
Yeah, I think it's A and C.
But that was our first guess.
You didn't do C, you just did A.
I thought I did A and C the first time.
Oh, I thought you'd only did A.
I think I did both, and then I think I did 1.
Oh. Shoot.
Did I do both? Now you got me second guessing myself.
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. I'm pretty sure I did both. And then the second time, I think we just said A. So we could say it's just C.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Professor, I've solved it.
I like how the explanation is just look at it, stupid. Oh, that puzzle was no pushover. Okay, do you have anything new for us? Hee hee. Hey, mister, it's good to see you again. See, I'm totally stuck here and I could really use your help. My friend told me this puzzle the other day and I just can't solve the thing. Can you help me? On Valentine's Day, your gadget-loving, technophile girlfriend gave you a most unusual slab of chocolate. While the jumble of letters looks like nonsense, you manage to decode the letters written on the chocolate. A message from your sweetheart will appear. Or if you manage, a message from your sweetheart will appear. What is she trying to tell you? Your gadget-loving, technophile girlfriend.
Gadget loving. The fuck does that mean?
I like decoding things, but I don't know what to make of this. I have no idea. Yeah. Usually with like codes and letter puzzles like this, one of the first like 5 things I try like makes some sort of something, but nothing yet. Um, so that would be 5. So G, J. Nope. Maybe swap to numbers. No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I know. I was trying to like. I was wondering if maybe it's like a shift code. Like, trying to make the first word spell love using a shift code, but that didn't work either. It's Valentine's Day, your gadget loving technophile girlfriend. Why? That has to be relevant, right?
I mean, to be.
Hmm. Do we want to take a hint on this one?
I guess, yeah, maybe. We've got a bunch of coins. Okay.
I was wondering, because, like, if you translate it to numbers, I was also trying to, like, look at my keyboard to see if, like, a standard keyboard layout doesn't really.
But this game came out on.
I'm right. It came
PC.
out on not a key, like something with a keyboard like that. So, but if it is like something with technology, yeah, keyboards were around. It was just not on the device you're playing the game on. I was wondering if you have to be old to solve this and have been around when the original texting system existed. So like G. So it's G E C Y N W. So Well, that theory led to this translating to 69, which I don't think is what they were going for, but
Maybe.
um
That looks like a child, though.
yeah, I don't something tells me that's not the intent. I'm going to take the second hint because the first hint is always like nothing. As a self-professed gadget fiend, on more than one occasion she has suffered from the uniquely modern condition of texting thumb. So yeah, what I was looking at is like the dial pad on my phone.
Yeah.
I mean, like G is
Text
next.
me. It's text me.
Text me?
Yeah. It's just like I was looking at the letters next to them and like what if you like accidentally clicked on a bunch of things? What could it spell?
Okay.
That was stupid.
Oh my god. Now I don't know what I'm... Okay, how do I do a T? I'm going to have to...
Luke, here's my answer.
Nice.
Every puzzle has an answer.
What a lovely Valentine's message.
On chocolate, like
Right.
just text them.
Right.
That was weird.
That's like on Valentine's Day getting a text message that just says, call me. Like, okay. Is that all you had to do to figure it out? Why didn't I think of that? Can you keep a secret? Don't tell Adria you told me the answer, okay? Thanks, mister. No problem. Sure don't seem to be a lot of animals around town. You're quite the animal lover, aren't you, Luke? Now come along, we don't have time to sit here and play around. Okay, well, I'm still just gonna click all the things. Okay, so we need to go talk to Beatrice at the inn. It's the final goal. This man. Nothing good could be said about that tower. I heard it's all sorts of scary. You should stay away. Yep. Okay. Back out. Welcome back, Professor. I've been looking so forward to your return. Thank you. Was there something you wish to discuss with me? Oh my, yes. Listen to this. One of the guests here just performed a doze and dash routine on me. The man's gone, and so are all his things. I'd like you to bring him back. I'm a businesswoman after all. How can I run a business with scoundrels skipping out on the bill like this? Would you mind if I looked around the man's room? Please do. Look at it all you want. Here, I'll show you in. What the hell? Yuck. What an absolute pigsty. This whole place stinks of smoke and there's trash everywhere. Beatrice, can you describe this guest's appearance for me? Well... Oh my... What the fuck? He had a sharp mustache, and it was pretty clear he wasn't from around here. That was obvious. Ma'am, was he the devil?
Ear. He was not human.
What the fuck? A mustache reeks of smoke. Oh, do you suppose she could be talking about Inspector Kelmy? Inspector Kelmy? Isn't he the self-important windbag who's been up at Reinhold Manor? No, that's not him. The man who stayed here just looked so much more evil. He was wearing a long trench coat. I'm sure you know the type. Oh, could he have run off to? Sorry to ask this, Professor, but would you be a darling and find the thief who skipped out on his bill? I am so...
Okay.
What the hell?
I feel like this has got to be connected. This can't just be a weird little side quest, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Be a darling and find that bill-dodging thief. Honestly, how are we ever going to make progress on our search for the golden apple?
Honestly.
Things aren't looking good. No one knows anything about the item in question, and we have no leads. I'm beginning to wonder if this golden apple that everyone is in a flap over even exists. I think it's all connected, my friend. Now, Luke, I wouldn't say we're without any leads. Think, my boy, there's a place in St. Mystere that every villager has warned us to stay away from. What do you mean? The tower, Luke. No matter who we ask, no one seems to know a thing about the place. But suppose for a moment that the tower has something to do with the golden apple. Then it follows that the people of St. Mystere, scared to draw near the tower, wouldn't know anything. Of course, we need to investigate that tower. The tower marks the far northern border of St. Mystere. Let's search the road north of the tower for a route. Oh my god. Let's search the road north of the market for a route to the tower. The elusive tower. Okay. I want to pop in here. Hello. Why, howdy. Do you often find yourself hopelessly, achingly stuck on puzzles? Okay. I didn't know if she would occasionally give us puzzles. Look at us. We haven't missed...
I think it's like it only populates after the chapter's done.
Yeah, but we finished 2 chapters
Oh. Look at us.
tonight. I know, we didn't miss any. Okay. Angus, do you have anything for us? Good day, gentlemen. How's your investigation coming along? I can't imagine it's much fun asking questions all day, so how about a puzzle to liven things up? Which of these words doesn't make the sound of silence? What? Silence. Huh? What? Which of these words doesn't make the sound of silence? Like, make the same phonetic sounds as the word silence?
First thought, but they're all musical. A rest is silence, but all the rest of them aren't.
Doesn't make the sound of silence. I guess... what?
Is it supposed to be silence? So, but that wouldn't. Which word?
I'm
a more than one
confused.
answer or just one?
Let's see. Just one.
Okay.
Which of these words doesn't make the sound of silence? I don't...
Okay, if you think about it, like rhythm has offbeats. Scales. No. Um. Ripple. Sound.
I. It's so. My
Give it a
inclination
hit.
would be note because
Yeah.
everything else either means silence or is like a conceptual
Right.
thing, whereas like if a note is a note, like it is like actively sound, right?
So is a chord. But I'm with you. My gut is also note.
But like this is such a weird.
I know.
We'll try note, and then if it's not note, we'll take a hint.
Well, here's my guess. I've let you down, Professor.
Think carefully about the inscription again. The inscription?
What?
What? When you see a group of words that have a similar theme, it's easy to get hung up on their meaning. Instead, look for other ways to interpret the question asked of you. For example, other than a very literal definition, what else could the sound of silence be referring to?
I was thinking like shh, but none of those.
Read each word out loud and pay attention to how they differ from each other. In particular, think about how each word is pronounced. Scale, rhythm, rest, note, chord, treble.
I still don't get it.
Nope. Oh, which of these words doesn't make the sound silence?
Which one of them does make the sound of silence? I don't get that either.
Rhythm, scale, rest, note, treble, chord. Silence.
After this one, Hannah.
Huh?
I'm gonna hop off after this one.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Well, you know that note does make the sound of silence. That's true, because we tried that one and it was wrong. So something about the word note does make the sound of silence. I'm wondering if it's just, if it is like we first thought, if it is phonetically silence. So like scale and rest both have the S sound. Rhythm,
N.
silence, yeah. Note,
Chord then?
silence, treble,
rhythm.
silent, rhythm.
So it would be chord, yeah.
I guess that's the only one that If this isn't it, I do not understand.
Well, here's my guess.
Okay. What the
I'm
fuck?
sure I had it.
I thought about that too, but there's more than one word where letters aren't pronounced. Maybe rest, since it's only the only one with one syllable. Chord only has one syllable. Note only has one syllable.
Treble and rhythm both have 2 syllables.
Right. So I thought about syllables. I thought about like silent letters, like chord, like the H isn't pronounced, but the same thing with rhythm, like chord. Maybe they consider it too. 2 syllables. But I mean, there's still scale, rest, and note. Like there's, even if you consider chord to have 2 syllables, like there's still 3 of each. Which ones have we tried? We tried note first. We've tried chord.
That's it.
I think I've got it. I've let you down, Professor.
We're brute forcing this one.
Yeah. I'm curious what their explanation is going to be.
I did it! Yes!
The answer is rest. All of the other options have silent letters. What? Note.
Are you counting like the E at the end of treble silent? The E at the end of note?
I guess, but if you have the E, if you don't have the E at the end of note, then
Maybe
it's
not.
not. It's a different word. That is dumb. Okay. I don't feel
Not a
bad.
fan of that one.
All right, Angus, get out of here. You give dumb puzzles. I guess the old advice to write what you know just doesn't apply here. That was too easy. You know, right now I'm penning a mystery novel and I'm basing the protagonist on you. This is why I've been observing you so carefully. In fact, the more I see of you, the better. So good luck with your search. I'll be watching. Layton. Oof, what a puzzle to end on. Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
We can do one more if you don't want to end on that one.
No. It's I think it's funny.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. All right. Well, we are going to call it there for the evening. But thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm going to see, maybe there's somebody streaming like a Nancy game or something. Oh, is someone streaming Midnight in Salem? Nope, not anymore. What about another Professor Layton game? Nope, nobody's streaming Professor Layton either. All right, well, I will just send you somewhere random then for a raid. But everybody have a lovely rest of your evening, and we will see you perhaps this Friday, but if not, next Tuesday for Mystery Night. See you then.